Thanks for tuning into today's video. It's Monday on GavsWeatherVids, which can mean only one thing. Yes, it's Europe Day every Monday on GavsWeatherVids.com. We have a look at the weather for the weekend across Europe, and this Monday is no exception. Now, before I get on with the video, I just want to talk about a couple of things. I want to first of all mention the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlaying my weather videos at GavsWeatherVids.com. Please play those video ads. You'll be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com by doing that. Also want to mention the website I'm using for this video. It's weathercentral.de. You can find that excellent German website on my links page. So this is the situation today. We've got low pressure up to the north of Scotland, and we're bringing down this west to northwesterly wind across the British Isles and Ireland, and then we extend that and settle weather into much of Scandinavia. So the northwest of Europe is really quite unsettled with a low pressure dominate, but the bulk of Europe actually under this large area of high pressure. So a lot of fine weather going on across many parts of Europe today. Warm, dry with a good deal of sunshine. If we have a look at the upper air temperatures, we can see that for Ireland, Britain and much of Scandinavia it's cool. We've got the cool autumnal air setting in the northwest, but the bulk of Europe, many central eastern parts of Europe and down into the Mediterranean, of course, a good deal of warm weather here with warm upper air temperatures. In fact, it's still very hot really indeed around Spain and Portugal and southern parts of France as well. Very hot down there. For precipitation today, well, it's unsettled in the northwest, a lot of rain up over Scandinavia, much of Norway, Sweden, into Finland, lots of rain going on up there. And it's a showery scene really for the British Isles, so Scotland, Ireland, northwest England, a lot of heavy showers there, not too many coming into the southeast. A little bit of rain around northern parts of Spain, maybe around some of the Pyrenees and the Bay of Biscay, but really the bulk of the continent today is dry, not much rain going on at all. Really many parts of the continent having a dry day. Some showers down here around Greece, one or two of those could be thundery, but really lots of fine weather today across the continent. Temperatures, well, it's cool up in the northwest, Ireland, Britain, up in Scandinavia, you can't see it, but Scandinavia is cool, Denmark cool as well. But coming down into these central parts, temperatures quite warm up to the mid-20s, 25, 26 degrees through Germany in towards Poland, and it's very warm down into the southeast, the Balkans through in towards Greece, Turkey, hot, and it's hot indeed across southern parts of France and down into Spain. Temperatures possibly up to the low 30s, 90 Fahrenheit across parts of southern France and down into Spain as well. We will be into the 90s Fahrenheit today, so the heat really is through the Mediterranean, but it is a warm scene across many parts of the continent. The cool weather is in the northwest. Now, as we go into the middle of the week, things do change a little bit. We've been bringing this ridge of high pressure in here across France, Ireland and Britain. So we do settle things down perhaps around middle of the week for the British Isles, but still very unsettled over Scandinavia, where low pressure is dominating. And we're taking low pressure into this central and eastern part of the continent as well, and as that low pressure moves through, we pull down this north to northeasterly wind on the northern and eastern flank of this high pressure here. We will bring much cooler air down into these central and eastern parts of Europe as well. So we do find it's a very cool scene up in the northwest, Ireland, Britain into Scandinavia, very cool. But now the cool air is extending through France, through Germany, pushing into some of these eastern countries here as well. It's still warm in the far east and down into the southeast. It's still warm through the Mediterranean, but not as warm as it is at the start of the week. Now, it's turning very unsettled in the eastern part of Europe through the middle of the week. So we've got this huge area of rain, some of which could be thundery on this eastern side of the continent, stretching down through in towards Poland, and then going southwards in towards Hungary, northern parts of Italy, Switzerland is going to be very unsettled as well. And then once we come down in towards the southeast, we do have more showers kicking off over the Balkans and down in towards Greece as well. It's still largely settled through France, Spain and Portugal, that's because we're under the ridge of high pressure, and it's trying to settle down across the British Isles, but we're probably still bringing in some showery rain to Scotland and Ireland in particular, but England and Wales probably getting a good deal of fine weather. I mean, it's a very showery scene up over Scandinavia, showery and cool. Temperatures through the middle of the week, where it's going to be cool in the northwest, and that cool air is extending through into the central area, so it's turned much cooler now through France. It's turned cooler through Germany as well, the Low Countries, Denmark. That cool weather is beginning to push in behind that band of heavy rain through in towards Poland as well. And the heat is really being pushed back into these extreme eastern and Black Sea countries. The heat's still going on in the southeast, very warm scene for the Balkans, down in towards Greece. It's still a hot scene, or a very warm scene, pretty much of the Mediterranean. As we go into the end of the week, things start to become much more uncertain. We're probably going to bring some sort of low pressure in off the Atlantic into the west, but how this happens, how quickly it happens, how extensive it is, very uncertain. This is a very messy pitch here by Saturday across the continent. Some areas under troughs, some areas under ridges, so take this with a pinch of salt really for the end of the week and the weekend. But in terms of our prayer temperatures, it's probably going to be cool for many central and northern parts of Europe. The heat becoming increasingly restricted, I think, to the Mediterranean countries. For precipitation, well, I'd say we're probably bringing in some sort of rain into this western side of the continent. How this is happening, how quickly it's happening, how extensive it is, very uncertain. But I expect rain to be pushing through Ireland, Britain, maybe into the Low Countries, into Scandinavia as well through the course of the end of the week and into the weekend. It's still showery up in the northeast, but many central and southern parts of the continent actually having a lot of dry weather again, probably through the end of the week and into the weekend. In terms of temperatures, well, it's very cool now, very autumnal for much of the continent. The cool air has extended right through into the east. All of that heat has been pushed out of the way, and now most of the continent is turning cool. It's still very warm across southern parts of France. This is showing it's still very warm across southern parts of France. But I say we need to take this with a bit of a pinch of salt for the end of the week. But the warmth probably going on through much of the Mediterranean in a modified version to what we have at the start of the week. I don't think it'll be as hot as it is now at the end of the week and into the weekend, but nevertheless the warmth still through the Mediterranean, but many parts of the continent turning cooler and autumnal. So autumn is getting on now. We're starting to see increasingly cool and unstable air beginning to push into the continent, cooling things down. It's a gradual process, but by the end of the week I think much of the continent away from the Mediterranean will be rather cool. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.